Hello everyone. In the last video we discussed what ratios were, and we saw that if you had a ratio, for example if you had a ratio such as 7:13, you could multiply both parts of it by the same number and get an equivalent ratio. So if I decided to multiply both sides of this ratio, both parts of this ratio, by 2, that would give me 14:26, right? 7 times 2 is 14 and 13 times 2 is 26. And these two ratios in some sense are the same thing. They tell us the same exact thing. We can write this down in this form, that 7/13 is the same as 14/26. And you see that this one is the simplest form. Of this fraction. We can simplify this to get this. And this concept of the simplest ratio, simplest whole number ratio, is going to be an important part of our problem solving when we do some problems. So we're going to solve a few problems now in this video, and I highly suggest that you solve these problems along with me at the same time. That you get yourself some paper, get yourself a pen, and sit down and try to solve these problems along with me. This is going to help you, because if you don't understand something while I'm solving the problem, you can always pause the video and replay the video from the point where you did not understand, and you can clarify your doubts. Or if you still cannot understand something, or if you have a better method of solving problems, if you have a more insightful, more simple method of solving problems, then let me know in the comments down below what your method is. We can discuss that, and by all means try to engage in this problem solving with me. So let us take a look at the problems that we will solve. So here are the problems. The first one says, and these are all from David Rayner's Extended Mathematics for IGCSE, so you can find them in the book somewhere. So the first one is, a man and a woman share a bingo prize. Oh, this has to be a bingo prize of $1,000 between them in the ratio 1:4. The woman then shares her part between herself, her mother, and her daughter in the ratio 2:1:1. How much does the daughter receive? First of all, this is a problem. This is really two problems in disguise. First, we have to solve this bigger problem, the problem which involves $1,000, and we have to first work out how much the woman is going to receive out of $1,000. Well, they say that the ratio in which the woman and the man share the prize is that the man gets one part out of 5 and the woman gets 4 parts out of 5, right? That's what it means. Remember last time when we drew a picture, when we drew that lengths picture, we visualized ratios in terms of length. We agreed upon a unit, and we said, okay, if the ratio in which they're sharing is 1:4, that means that let us look at a unit length, and we'll say that the man, if this is the man and this is the woman, so if this is the part that the man is receiving and this is the part that the lady is receiving, then we agree upon a unit length, and we say that the man is going to receive 1 unit and the lady is going to receive 4 units. So 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is the lady's share. So the lady is going to receive this much out of whatever the total is, and the total happens to be $1,000. So what this suggests now is that we divide the total up into 5 equal pieces and give 1 piece to the man and 4 pieces to the woman. So when we solve these problems, we have to add these two quantities, 1 plus 4, to get the total amount of parts in which the quantity needs to be divided, because we just showed through this picture that's how we are going to think about these problems. So let us do that. So the total number of parts in which we're going to divide $1,000, so $1,000 is what we're dividing. So we need to divide $1,000 into how many equal parts? Into 5 equal parts, and give one of those parts to the man. And how can we do that? We can just write down an expression, 1 over 5 times 1,000 times $1,000, and that's what the man is going to receive. But that's not what the problem asks us. The problem asks us how much the woman is receiving, so we have to solve this problem. We have to solve this expression. We have to simplify this expression, evaluate it. So how are we going to solve this? Well, 1,000 divided by 5. What is 1,000 divided by 5? It is 200. 200 times 5 is 1,000, so 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. So 4 times 200 is $800. So $800. That's what the lady is receiving. Out of $1,000, she's receiving 800. Did I say 8,000? $800. Now she has $800, and the problem says that she's going to share her part between herself, her mother, and her daughter in the ratio 2:1:1. We can draw the same picture for this quantity now. We can say, okay, 2:1:1. So we write down the ratio, 2:1:1, and this is what the daughter is receiving. Daughter. I forgot how to spell daughter. Anyway, so this is what she's going to she's going to receive 1 part out of 2 plus 1 plus 1 parts. She's going to receive, we can draw the same picture for her. If we agree upon a unit length, then the lady is going to receive 2 units, her mother is going to receive only 1, and her daughter is also going to receive only 1. So we have to decide how much is she going to receive. So she's going to receive 1 part out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. 4 parts. In other words, 1 over the sum of these numbers. That's how we are going to solve these problems. So 1 part out of 4 parts of $800. And what is that going to be? Well, what is 800 divided by 4? It is 200. So she's going to receive $200. So the daughter is going to receive $200. We can similarly work out how much the mother is going to receive. She is also going to receive 200. And the woman is going to receive twice as much. She's going to receive 400. And we can check that our solution is true by just adding 200 and 200, 200 and 200 and 400, and that gives us back the total. So this is the problem. So this is the answer to the first problem. And we solved it. I'll repeat the process. We solved it by first working out how much the woman is going to receive by drawing this picture, or just saying that the woman is going to receive 1 part out of 5 parts of $1,000. Oh, sorry, that was the man. The woman is going to receive 4 parts out of 5 parts of $1,000, and that turned out to be $800. So this turned out to be 800. And then we said, okay, we're going to divide 800 into 4 equal pieces and give one of those pieces to the daughter, and that is $200. And that is the solution to the problem. Our next problem is, if 5/8 of the children in a school are boys, what is the ratio of boys to girls? So we are solving this problem now. If 5/8 of the children in a school are boys, what is the ratio of boys to girls? This is an easier problem than the one we just solved, because we can immediately write down the answer. If we have practice with ratios, we can immediately write down the answer to the question. So the problem says that 5/8 of the children in a school are boys. So 5/8 boys. So how many are girls? Well, we can immediately see that the girls are going to be 1 minus 5/8, right? If there are 5/8 boys, then there have to be 3/8 girls. 3/8 of the children in a school are girls. Alright? 3/8 of the children in a school are girls. And then we can just see that the ratio between 5/8 and 3/8 is, what is it? Multiply both sides of a ratio by 8. What do we get if we do that? Remember, we can always multiply both parts of the ratio by a number and get an equivalent ratio. And if we do that, if we multiply both parts by 8, we get 5:3. So the ratio in which the number of boys and the number of girls occur in the school is 5:3, and that is our answer. If you feel that I'm going too fast, or if you don't understand something, feel free to pause the video and look back. And if you still have questions, feel free to question me in the comments section down below. I will try to get back to you.